Hello, I'm Jenny Parker. This short video will give you a brief overview of the Blackboard Online Unit and the Ask website. When you log into Blackboard, you'll arrive at the Announcements page. We will be adding announcements and resources throughout the semester, so I encourage you to come in regularly and check out what's been added. On the Assessments page, you'll find all the information you need for Assignments 1, 2 and 3. Assignment 1 is the job application and ePortfolio. Assignment 2 is where you'll develop your training session and continue to add to your ePortfolio. And Assignment 3 is where you'll create and develop your training program and again continue to add to your ePortfolio. These three tasks have been selected because they align with what you would do in the normal workplace if you were a training and development consultant. First, you'd apply for the job. Then, when you're relatively new, you'd be involved in creating and delivering sessions, which are a part of a larger program. And as you gain more experience, you would then be developing the programs themselves. Each of the assignments has its own cover sheet and marking guide. So when you come into the assignment, make sure one of the first things you do is to download the cover sheet and marking guide by simply clicking on this link. And when you finish the assignment, you come back here and upload or attach your completed cover sheet. Each of the cover sheets have specific information for the assignment, so it is important that you download the one relevant to that assignment. You'll also find there's a link to the discussion forum, and there's links to the Ask website, which we'll look at in a moment. The Discussion Forums tab is where you can see a list of all of the discussions that are currently taking place. And you can see that there's a column for unread posts, so you can just go in and check the ones you haven't viewed yet. The workshop page is where we'll be uploading the resources that we use for the weekly workshops and any handouts, copies of PowerPoints, etc. As you can see here, it's divided into week 1, 2, 3, 4. This will give you an idea of what chapters in the textbook that you can read, and you can work ahead or at your own pace. In Chapter 1, there's a link to the Ask Learning Solutions website, which we'll look at in just a moment. There's also a copy of the PowerPoint that we used in week 1 and the session plan that Tara and I created to deliver the week 1 workshop. You'll find in every week there's a copy of the PowerPoint for the No textbook, and some weeks will have e-reserve items and some won't. Some weeks will also have a folder with some resources from 2009. But let's have a look at that in week 2. Right, so week 2 is the link to the Learning Solutions again, the weekly PowerPoint. There's a handout for week 2, so that's been included in the chapter and the No PowerPoint. In the 2009 resources, you'll find some recorded lectures that Tara did in that year, and you'll also find the LAMS activities. These activities are designed to help you read the textbook, and what they do is they chunk down the information. So instead of opening the textbook at chapter 1 or chapter 2 and reading it from front to the back of the chapter, this encourages you to read just a little section of it, and then once you've done that, have a go at some of the little activities that are here. And that will put your reading into context for you, and hopefully it will have more meaning and you'll remember it better. So you simply read the little section in the textbook and the information on screen, and then click on the next activity button. You can see the chapter I've completed is now blue and the current one I'm on is red. Then you can keep moving forward and it gives you information and activities. The activities are not assessments, they're simply learning activities that will help you to check what you've understood from your reading. The LAMS activities also will take you back to where you left off, so you don't need to do them in one big sitting. So if I click back and reopen that LAMS, you can see it takes me back to the quiz that I was at when I exited. I'm going to close out of that again. Now let's go back and have a look at the Ask website. You can access the Ask website from two places, either from the Assessments tab. Each of the assessments will have a link to the Ask website, or from the Workshops tab, where each week you'll find a link within the folder. This is a totally fictional website that we have created to assist your learning in this unit. After the Welcome page, you'll see the positions vacant, which is the information for Assignment 1. Here is an overview of the job description that you'll be applying for, and you can click View Full Details to see all of that information. Down the bottom we've added some links that will get you started for researching the Selection Criteria 1 and also Selection Criteria 2. To help you with your e-portfolios, the next page has information about self-directed learning. It also has lots of information about e-portfolios, some ideas about what you should be putting in your e-portfolio, and an example of both my own portfolio and Tara's. Clicking on those examples is where you'll find out more information about us. Tara and I are going to be building our e-portfolio with you as we move through the course. So you'll see my welcome page, an about me page, a blog page, and a references page. I've also included an ebook page. By all means, feel free to add additional information to your e-portfolio. It is your e-portfolio, so personalise it and add whatever you think would be good to help you get a job. I've added a page on ebooks. Any additional pages you add won't be assessed, just the ones that are itemised in the marking criteria. I'm just going to return back to the e-portfolios page. Here you'll see Tara's e-portfolio there, and you can click on that and read about her. Underneath that you'll find links to information, tutorials and online step-by-step instructions about how to create an e-portfolio. You can decide whether you want to use Weebly, Yola, Google Sites or some other tool. These are just some suggestions for you. Beginner's guides to all of them are underneath, and there's also links to Dr. Helen Barrett's example e-portfolios. She's a leading researcher in the area of e-portfolios, so you might want to have a look at some of her work. If you have any questions or difficulties creating your e-portfolios, please contact me. Post your questions to the Assignment 1 discussion forum and I'll get back with answers, or maybe one of the other students will. We encourage you to answer each other's questions and to help each other learn throughout this unit. You'll see there's a few more links down here on the left. We'll go through those as we work through the course. So, if you haven't started your e-portfolio yet, now's the time to do it.